Hello and welcome to Flying to the Moon. Hey, this is a watch me video, so all you got to do is sit back, watch a video, and learn how to do area division. So here is the scenario. Recently, you joined the Junior NASA Club of America. As a member of the club, you get to board a rocket ship and fly to the moon. Oh my God, how cool is that? From here all the way to there. That is correct, my friend. You will stay on the moon for 24 hours and then you will return home. Now, the moon is 239,145 miles from Earth. You will fly your rocket ship at 321 miles per hour. Your task is to figure out how long it will take you to reach the moon. All right, so let's take a look at those numbers once again. I'm going to put this right up here. And you have to travel 239,145 miles to the moon. And you're going at a rate of 321 miles per hour. So you're going to simply divide 239,145 by 321. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is to write your counting by the numbers right across the top here. Now you're going to want to do the threes and the twos, but you don't need to worry about ones. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And here we have it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So now we want to make our area box. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of room here. And I'm going to draw in my first area box here. And I'll draw it right here. And now I'm going to put in the 239,145. So I'll put that right in the center. Actually, I'm going to enlarge this so that I can write it a little easier. And here we go. 239,145. There you have it. Now we're going to put this 321 is our divisor, so we're going to put that right on the outside right there. So now the first thing I want to do is take a look at this and see. I've got 3 digits here, so I got to see if it'll fit into here. And 321 is larger than 239, so I'm going to have to come over here, and that means I need 2 place value holders for the 4 and the 5 here, for the tens digit and the ones digit. And then 321 times this 0 is going to give me 0 down here, and 321 times this 0 is going to give me another 0 right down there. Now I need to estimate this as 300, because if this was 350, then I'd bump it up to estimate for 400. But since this is 321, I'm going to round it down. So that means I'm going to use 300 as my estimation number. So I'm going to circle that, and then I'm going to come up here, and I've got my 3's written already, so I'm all good to go. And now I want to count and know that I've got 2 zeros behind whatever I put here. So I got 300, 600, and 600 is not going to be enough because I got to come to the thousands place, right? So I'm going to go to 2300 because I got 2 zeros here, right? So I'm going to go 300, 600, 900, 1200, 1500, 1800, 2100, and then 2400. And 2400 is going to be too much, so I'm going to drop back here to the 2100. That means I'm going to multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm going to put a 7 right above here. And now I'm actually working with the real numbers here, okay? So 7 times 1 is going to give me just 7, and that's easy. I don't even need to write the ones, right? And then I'm going to come here, and 7 times 2, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 14. I'm going to drop my 4 and carry my 1. So I'm going to drop my 4 right here, and then I'm going to carry my 1 over here. And now I got to be sure to add that in on my next one. So 7 times 3 is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 21. Plus this one here is going to give me 22. So I'm going to write 22 right there. And now I am ready to subtract, right? But before I do that, I always like to look for any trouble coming. And I got no trouble here. I got no trouble here. But I got some trouble coming right here because I cannot have 1 and subtract 7 from it. There's just not enough there. So I'm going to borrow from here, turn this into an 8, and then turn this 1 into 11. And then now I'm good to go. 8 minus 4 is good, and 3 minus 2 is no trouble at all, my friends. And 2 minus 2 is 0, so I'm all good there. So now I can simply add my next area box in here, and I'll do that right here. And now I am looking at the subtraction, right? So 5 minus 0 is going to give me 5. 4 minus 0 will give me 4. 11 minus 7 is also going to give me 4. And then I've got my 8 minus 4 will give me 4. That's a lot of 4s, my friend. And then finally I've got 3 minus 2. That's 1. And I say finally because this is going to zero out. So I'm down to 14,445. So now, once again, I'm going to look here at the 321, and if I've got the 321 here, under here, that's not going to, 144 is not enough. So I got to come to 1,444, right? So that means I'm going to have this hold a 0, right, above there for the 5, and that means I put a 0 right there, and then when you multiply 321 times 0, you're going to get 0 right down there. And then I'm ready to make my estimation, right? So now I'm looking for 1,400 basically, right? Because this is going to have 2 zeros behind it. So I'm going to count by 3s, and I got 3, but that's really 300, 600, 900, 1,200, 1,500. Whoop, that's too much. So I'm going to come back here. And that means I'm multiplying by 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put a 4 right up here. So 4 there. And now I'll work with the real numbers here, okay? So I'm going to go 4 times 1, Simple Simon, met a pie man. That's 4. Okay, so I'm going to drop my 4 right there. Then 4 times 2 is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 8. So I'm going to drop my 8 right there. And let's do that right there. And then I've got 4 times 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 12. So I'm going to drop my 12 right here. And I'll do that right there. And add my comma. And the first thing I like to do is always look for trouble a-coming. And I've got no trouble here. I got no trouble here. I got some trouble a-coming though, right? So I cannot take 4 and subtract 8 from it. So I'm going to borrow from this 4, and I'm going to trade it in for 10 to go over here. Now I got 14. And then I've got 3 minus 2, and that's no trouble at all, my friends. So I am good to go because 1 minus 1 I can do as well. So that means I'm going to add another area box right there, and I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 0 is going to give me 5. 4 minus 4 is going to give me 0. 14 minus 8 is going to give me 6. And then 3 minus 2 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0, so I don't have to do anything here. I'm going to add my comma in there, and I'm down to 1,605, right? So now I know I'm working with the, well, actually, let's just look here. I've got 321, and 300 will not fit into the 1, right? 321 would not fit in these 3 columns. So I've got to go over to the 1s column, and now I'm looking at these 2 digits would fit here, so the 3 is going to take up these 2 digits. So I need to find something that's close to 16, right? So let's come back up here, and now remember I'm using my 300 to estimate, right? That means each number has 2 zeros behind it. So 300, 600, 900, 1,200, 1,500, 1,800 is too much, right? Because I got the 18 would go here. So I need 1,500, and that would work right there, right? So I'm going to multiply this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put a 5 right up there, right? And now I'm ready to work with the real numbers. And, oh wait, I do need the numbers there, don't I? Okay, let's just do that. And here we go. So 5 times 1, that's Simple Simon, that's 5, right? And then I got 5 times 2, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 10, right? I'm going to drop the 0 and carry the 1. So I'm going to drop my 0, and I'm going to carry my 1 right there. And then I got 5 times 3, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, plus this 1 here is going to give me 16. And then I'm going to simply drop that 16, subtract, and lo and behold, 1,605 minus 1,000, let me put the comma in, 605 gives me a big fat 0. I love it. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and move this over here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is add these straight up like that, right? So 0 plus 5 is going to give me 5 in the ones column. And then I've got 0 and 4 is going to give me 4 in the tens column. And then I've got 7 and nothing is going to give me 7 in the 100s column, right? So your answer is 745. But let's look again at the scenario and see what that actually means, right? So remember we were talking that from Earth, from right here where you take off, all the way to the moon is 239,145 miles, right? And you are traveling at 321 miles per hour, right? So you need to figure out how many hours it's going to take you to get there. And oh my goodness, it's going to take you 745, and that is hours. Wow. That's a long amount of time to be sitting right here in that rocket ship. At any rate, that, my friends, is how you use area division to solve a problem like this. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, the next one you're going to do alongside with me. So we'll do part of the problem together, then you'll pause the video and copy what I've done, and then we'll just work our way through the problem like that. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. And now, on to counting by the numbers. This is a great strategy for anybody who does not have all their multiplication facts memorized. Counting by threes. Ready? Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Counting by fours. Ready? And 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. Counting by sixes. Here we go. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Counting by sevens, here we go. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. And counting by eights, here we go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. Counted by nines. Here we go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90.